Why do most self-taught artists feel stuck? Because they are missing these three essential art stages. Let me tell you what once my art professor said, which shocked me at first, but then changed my art forever. In my early art learning stages, I used to feel so dazzled by colors, that brilliance and the vibrance they carry. In that state of making art, once my art professor saw me and asked, "What next?" And I was like, "Next? Maybe I'll try some other art medium." He looked at me and he then said, "So you are flirting with art mediums, stroking your ego, and not really learning art." I was speechless. And then he said this, which really changed my art forever. He said, "Let me show you the entire art map, the entire art journey, and then you can see where you are at and where you can go next." Hi, I am Parul, founder of Restart Art. I have a master's in fine art from Chelsea College of Art, London, and over a decade of creative industry experience. If you have ever searched online things like how to draw or beginner-friendly art fundamentals or art tutorials, I'm pretty sure you must have met a flood of content, but not really a map that ties everything together. That's why I started Restart Art. I help you to step into the artist you know you are, not by blindly copying pretty stuff, but by building your creative muscles from inside out. Muscles and art don't really get built by shortcuts or hacks or tricks. I believe in your creative intelligence, and that's why you deserve a map that shows you the entire journey, how to go about it, where you are at, what are the next steps. That is why in this video, I'm going to show you that map which will tell you how to learn art. Pause for 10 seconds, grab a pencil and start sketching anything which is near you. Notice before your pencil touches the paper, that feeling, that need to have a clear structure, an art process to go about it. This need, this inner feeling is the very reason why self-taught artists feel overwhelmed. Yes, there are many art tutorials, but then there is no structure to them. They're just all over the place. No wonder we feel confused and overwhelmed all the time. We jump from one tutorial to another. We feel fantastic in the moment that yes, we learned this. But then there is no overall sense of direction. I feel mature art learners deserve to have a clear view about the entire art staircase and then start to get busy with climbing it. In this video, I'm going to show you that very map so that you can understand where you are at right now and where you can go next. Let me show you the map right now. So here is an overview for you to understand the map. To get a grasp on how to learn art, you need to understand these three art stages and grow through them. Each stage feeds into the next. Without a good mastery on the previous stage, you cannot really fully explore your entire potential in the next stage. It works more like learning a language. The sequence goes like this. You first learn alphabets, then grammar, then sentences, and then free expression. In the same way, the map of art flows like this. The first stage is drawing. This is where you earn the right to see like an artist. Learning to draw is to earn an intelligence of translating the 3D world, your ideas, your imagination, on a 2D surface like paper or a canvas. It is the skeleton of art. It trains you to develop a visceral grasp of the world around you. It etches a deep understanding of form, distance, perception, texture, depth, and so on into your mind and seeps that understanding into your muscle memory. Therefore, a well-trained artist in drawing can handle color far more effectively. Do you feel confident in drawing, or is this where you feel stuck? Tell me in the comments below. If you're enjoying this video by far, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Restart Art channel. I am on a mission to reignite that innate confidence of all those artists whose confidence was once silenced by life, but are now yearning to reconnect with their creativity. Alone, I can just reach few people, but with your support, I can definitely serve many. Let's grow this rare and beautiful art space together. Please make sure you share this channel with just one person who you think is keen to reconnect with their creativity. Thank you. Now let's talk about stage 2. The next stage is color. Colors breathe life into your drawing. Have you ever added color to your drawing and felt something is missing? As if it's feeling flat? Well, this is why. Colors are attractive, but without solid training in drawing, you can easily feel lost, irritated, or even intimidated. The visceral understanding that drawing gives you guides your brushwork, informs your color choices. It marks the difference between art that looks flat and art that looks alive. As you progress, you learn how various pigments interact, how they represent your ideas, subconscious thoughts, choices, and how to control them. After a certain growth and practice, you realize that colors tend to move beyond your conscious control, both literally and emotionally. And this opens the window into the next stage, abstraction. Stage 3, abstraction, where deep mysteries open up. At this stage, art begins to take a life of its own, often beyond our direct control. Accidents lead to discoveries, your personal symbolism starts to emerge, and your experimentation grows deeper. Your art becomes a melting pot of philosophies, worldviews, and exploration of the world inside and outside of you. But here's the catch. Freedom without foundation can quickly turn into chaos. Without proper grounding in drawing and color, abstract art can feel random, confusing, way too open, and sometimes an exercise in vanity. Honestly, tell me, have you ever felt, while making abstract art, a sense of randomness, a sense of confusion, a sense of cluelessness? With the right practice and guidance, the process of making abstract art becomes liberating. It is where control meets surrender, where artists' imagination truly takes a flight. At this stage, art does not just expand your skills, it expands your life. So these were the 3 art stages that will transform your art and unlock your creative confidence. You can learn all these 3 creative stages and be skillful and, have a good technical grasp on it. But without this one last ingredient, they will not come alive. I am talking about your inner GPS, your instinct, those fascinations, those curiosities, that let's try this thing, that inner voice. That is your gold mine. When you are fully attuned to your inner voice, no matter what stage you are at, every time you create artwork, it will vibrate with that live wire. So make sure you're always attuned to your inner voice, attuned to your inner instinct, and then use these skills and tools to create art. Every time you will create magic. Over to you now. Where are you in your art journey? Drawing, color, or abstract art? Drop your stage below. To keep this video focused, I have saved the detailed map of each stage for my newsletter, where I'll share them in depth. If you're interested in exploring further, you can sign up for my newsletter, where I'll be sharing those maps in detail. Learning to create art is about first stepping into that state of being and then picking up tools like art techniques. Don't let the overflowing numbers of art tutorials, tricks, and hacks to overwhelm you. Understand the through line which I just shared in this video and work with your instinctual creative intelligence which you already possess. Boldly step into the artist you know you are. And if you would like to keep going, you can check out my playlist where I have curated the best videos to help you restart your art journey. Namaste.